wanted me to write this exam, but because of the family that I was married into, I had many hurdles. Family, there was a family understanding that nobody in this family, from this family, would serve any government job because of historical reasons. And I decided to write the exam on my own. And my husband encouraged me, my mother-in-law encouraged me, and my father encouraged me when he was there then. And I wrote the exam. First attempt 2008, the results never came out because of a case in the Supreme Court relating to this differently able individuals. So after that, again, there was another notification. There I wrote. My prelim go through, mains go through, then interview was done. I have always had lots of aspirations in my life. Life is all about having aspirations and motivations. You have to pursue them with your passion. So I cleared, and I got the Manipur Police Service. I came in a Manipur Police Service cadre. So what happened was that, the family has had a very bitter history of, harassment meted out to them by the state force, paramilitary, military, and state police equally, sometimes unidentified ones. So in the middle of the night, banging on your door with your AK butt, imagine 12:30, middle of the night. My mother, she was alone with her two children, two sons, and in-laws, grandparents, in-laws were in a far off room. When this thing happened, she would pick up the child, my husband, and run to her father-in-law's room, barely dressed. Imagine the pain she must have felt and what she must have undergone to survive in those situations. There is one story. It's a very relevant story in the sense she was cooking. We had this earlier traditional kitchen. She was cooking. There was this rice pot and she was cooking the kang soy, something like that. This SP, particular SP, notorious SP, but he is known as a very good police officer amongst this fraternity. This came and he kicked the rice pot that my mother was cooking. Kicked, and he asked her, "Where is your husband?" She must have said she didn't know. And he again told her, "You say your husband is not here, but how come you keep on having babies?" My husband was very, very small then. So you bring out the father. Who is this, a bastard, or who is the father of this child? Imagine. Such was the atrocity, physical, mental, as well as largely mental harassment.
There has been a daily routine.
It is a very unpredictable routine. Okay. Unpredictable, anytime. I myself have had that experience, but due to paucity of time, I would cut it short. Okay. So, the family has always had this need of protection from the state forces. Okay. So thereby, when I got MPS, my mother-in-law and the rest of the family were ecstatic. Okay. Ecstatic. But my father was no more there. He couldn't see the light of the day, obviously. In a way, it's considered a huge achievement. Now, when I entered the service, I knew how hollow it was. I learned later on. There was nothing inside. Nothing upon which you can build up anything. Hopeless. So, in the meanwhile, they gave me the offer form. I accepted and submitted to the Secretariat DP. Then, I think it was December 16 or 17. In the night, late in the evening, appointment was given. I was told by my friend, even before that also, there was rumor flying around that I was not going to be given appointment because of my father-in-law and all these things. I thought, because I hardly believe in anything that I am told, just by the face value of it. So I kept on ignoring it, and then when this thing happened, I was called on my best friend. She's in the Manipur Secretariat Service. Her name is Sunanda. One of the people who have stood by me through thick and thin, relentlessly. She called me up, and she was in tears, but somehow she had to let me know. She told me that my name was nowhere in the appointment list, and there was no vacant post, any reserved or left in the Manipur police. I don't know what happened on that night. Both of us cried so much over the phone. And the next day, I submitted a representation to the Minister, Home Minister, and the concerned, authorities. There was no reply. After 2 weeks, I again resubmitted a reminder representation addressing to the same people. I think it was after about 2 months. There was this, a letter was delivered at my residence. I was away from home within town itself. My mother-in-law called me up and asked me, a letter has arrived. Somebody has come to deliver a letter. Should I accept it or not? I told her, Mama, please check the date and make sure that you sign in the receipt and put your date on it, because it was post-dated. The letter had been dispatched from the Secretariat, I think on 11th, and it reached me on 21 or something like that. So my mom, being the cynic that she is, very intelligent and wise. So she interrogated that delivery peon or boy, from where you have come? And the guy told her, I've come from Secretariat. And she asked him a straight question. How did you come here? I came by foot. So how long does it take for you to reach from the Secretariat to this place? Did you take 11 days? So it went like that, and then there was I approached the Supreme Court because the High Court was on strike at that time. My fundamental rights were being violated, so I had to take the earliest, shortest possible legal recourse. That was to approach the Supreme Court. My case came up in the Supreme Court. My lawyer was my uncle's friend, Bhattacharya. He took up the case, and on the first day of this listing of my case, Chief Justice, I was told the Chief Justice it was first case of the day. My case was the first case of the day. So the Chief Justice made a remark on the floor of the House, which is very rare, they say that this case is of very sensitive nature. You come, because now the High Court has opened, you come to the High Court as soon as possible. It should reach us. I don't know what their intention was. It might have been good, because judges, not all are corrupted. and not all are good, as in everybody else.